Hey, what's going on, guys? I am Mast3ring, and today the beautiful game of Black Ops 3 has finally come upon us. Yeah, that's right. We are back. It's been quite a run for Call of Duty. We have been through Black Ops 2, where we last had this series, Mast3ring Black Ops. We went through Ghosts, where we kind of had a bit of a hiatus, and Advanced Warfare, where the game just kind of fell flat. So, without further ado, let us begin back in this beautiful game of Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Where we are finally in this beautiful... Man, this game is absolutely gorgeous. And, you know, it's been a while since we've had a good Call of Duty, and I think this game has potential. With that being said, if you are new to this series or haven't seen this series before on my channel, this is Mast3ring Black Ops. This will be Mast3ring Black Ops 3, obviously, where I go through all of the maps, show you some tips and tricks to get the competitive edge on everyone else in the game, as well as some new features and new things of each map that you may not know, like that ship that's on top of buildings, or the sinking ships that are over there. But we will also be having some fun and showing some cool spots that you will be able to, you know, win some games, but also have some fun in some of your matches. So, as we will go ahead and begin on our very first map, this is Aquarium. This is a zoo-ish based map. Like a aquarium-ish thing in a city that looks like it's off of New Zealand or something. I don't know if that's exactly where it is, but it's in English, so obviously it's somewhere. So let's go ahead and begin. We'll walk around the map a little bit. We'll start from one side, go to the other side, and just dip things. So as you can see, we're on Domination. I have my pink camo. So let's go ahead and get into some of the tips. So first off on this map, there's a couple new things, obviously. If you watch some other people's videos, everyone knows now that you can kind of run out here on this. So if you want to get from one side of the map to the other, you can just kind of hop back and forth. That was a horrible demonstration, but it works. Now, for most of the people who are out there playing the game new and are trying to warm up, most people are going to be playing Domination. I find that that's probably the most success I've had in a game mode. So I decided this season of Mast3ring Black Ops 3 we'll be doing things in Domination instead of Search and Destroy as usual. Search and Destroy is kind of a little bit of a dying game mode, especially with the faster games. The faster gameplay. So we'll go ahead and go through Domination. So of course, this Dom point really wide in the open. Not only anywhere to really cap it, but I say if you're going to cap it anywhere, right here is a pretty good spot. You can cap it right here and get the jump on people. You can kind of, you can cap it while you're head glitching, which is a very good spot. Something to mention in Domination now is that there's no longer neutralization. Once you cap it, you can only cap it on one side or the other. There's no neutralizations at all. I wonder if you shoot those things if that's an Easter egg. No, it's not. Oh well.
Securing Alpha.
Anyways, moving forward. This is the only real spot. I mean, you can wall run on anything, so of course if you want to kind of get the jump on people, you can kind of hop up here and do whatever. But the main thing about this map is the water pathways, which is what we're going to be mainly talking about on this map. Of course, there's some head glitch spots here that you can use to get the jump on people. You can also kind of use these little pathways. There's this little head glitch spot. But the main thing that we're going to talk about on this map, especially, is the waterways. And that's something that I'm going to emphasize a lot during this series while we're going through the maps, is the waterways. A lot of people aren't using them yet, and I think they should be. So if you're new to this game and you're watching this, this is definitely something that you can use to get the jump on people. Because one of the main ones right here is actually right down here. As you can see, if you're on this side, this kind of looks like something that you should wall run on. It's just kind of made for the map. You can tell that you should be wall running on this. And of course you can also kind of do the whole boost over here to get across. But what some people don't know is, of course, you can swim and kind of shoot your way through things. But what most people don't know is that you can actually get underneath here. So you can hop down, you can see where people are coming out of, and depending on what you play on and what kind of system and monitor you play on, it's kind of hard to see underneath there. If someone's, you know, peeking, you might be able to lob a nade, even though they don't really go too far. But on that side, you a lot of times you don't see someone underneath there. So it's really tough to get the jump on somebody. So if you're coming through here, say you just capped A and you know people are coming through there, you can pop down here, shoot a couple people, hop out of the water, catch some more people making rotations. With that being said, if you're on the other side of things, there's also, which this one's more of a bigger tip than others, is that there's actually this waterway under here. So while you're running through here, you can kind of dip in and out. I use them to escape a lot. If someone's shooting me from spawn, I'll just kind of slide through, hop underneath, and then kind of watch, because this is kind of a little spot right here. You can watch people walking through this, which this is a very popular walkway. You see a lot of people, especially if you're playing like Safeguard. There's a place through here. You're also on your way to A and B, so if you're in between there, you can catch a lot of people trying to make the rotations to get back. So you can just kind of chill under here, look. You can even look at it this way, so you can actually get to where you're completely underneath, but you still have air. So you can kind of just chill here, watch people coming through, and you got a good line of sight. As we move forward down the map, this rock kind of can be a line of sight if you want to use it. Move through here. Really nothing through here. I mean, you can kind of... You can't even wall run on that. That's kind of sad. You can kind of wall run on some of these things like this if you want to. Not really that big of a deal. As we know, this room leads through here. You got that pathway running through here. Comes through middle. We'll talk about middle later. That'll be the last thing that we touch on. As we move on, we're going to go ahead and come back through here now. A couple of these walls are really good to run on. If you want to get the jump on people, you can kind of hop there, hop back over here, pop out at people, get a couple shots. Same thing with this wall right here. This wall is pretty good if you want to hop on it and look at C. Can you jump on these rocks? I think you know you can't already. This wall can be used if you want to try to make your way quicker around. So just use the walls to your advantage. That's the big thing here. So as we make it back towards here, this is kind of more of the dump side, like the ugly side. You can see the town's kind of broken down. There's something growing all over the Ferris wheel. The bridge has been cut out. I mean, it's just complete chaos on this side. So when you're spawning on this side, you have, of course, C-Dom. This one's probably the hardest to overtake. A-Dom is usually the easiest to overtake, but the hardest to kind of capture because it's so wide in the open. This one's hard to just retake if people are sitting here. Because, I mean, you have this. You can head glitch here. You have people who will head glitch this, because you can see all the way back towards Nemo, which that is Nemo. You can kind of head glitch this if you want to try to use that a little bit, and it's the same thing here. You can kind of head glitch this and pop that around if people are coming through there. But Nemo is the biggest. Like, if you can control Nemo, you're looking good. Because for C-Dom, you're gonna have this head glitch. So if you can get here, you can pick that person off, pick that person off. Usually you can use this and get those couple people. You have cover. If you're here, you have cover from there, so they can't see you. You have a head glitch, so they're gonna have to hit you in the head, and you can just kind of pop up and down and shoot them off of that and retake C-Dom. But it's really hard to get people off of these head glitches there, and usually right here. So as we're moving farther down, we also have this side, which of course you can use this as a thing. You can even hop up on this and use that as a line of sight. You can take out that person, or if there's someone right there watching, or if there's someone at Nemo and you know that they're going to be waiting for this line of sight, you can kind of hop up here instead, catch them off guard, maybe catch them looking over here instead. Another thing that I like to do, because Nemo's right there, is actually hop up here and catch Nemo off guard, because usually they'll be running around here waiting, so if you don't see them, you'll just be out in the open. Instead, kind of take a more cornered approach. Usually I'll just pop up here if you want to do that, or I'm more of a run and shoot kind of person, so I actually pop over here and pop out. Usually by then I can get a couple shots on people. It's just preference at that point. If you think you have the shots to kill that person, because as you can see, most of my shots hit right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 out of a 4-round burst. So that's not very good. So it's just on your preference if you think you can kill them off of that. I personally just like to hop up on that. But another thing, this is another very important waterway that I want to shout out, because of course you can just kind of run out here and try to fight this and jump up in the air and try to catch that person off guard. But honestly, what you want to do is, this is here, so you can, of course, you can just kind of hop over here and hopefully pick that person off. Hopefully they're not watching you, and you can hop up here and do whatever. But what's even better is you can actually hop down here before you get here. You can pop down here, so that person that's there doesn't see you. The person that's probably at this corner doesn't see you. And then they're going to have to watch for you. And then you can kind of do the hop-up shot thing from there if you want to try that way. And you can do it from the other side too. So if you think they're watching that wall right here, you can kind of pop down here. You can hop up if you want to kill them if you think they're watching this, or you can hop around. But for domination, this wall, these walls right here, this little zigzag corner, probably one of the biggest power spots in the game. You know, every map has their power positions that are really going to get you further towards holding off the map. This wall right here I tend to use. Most of the people in the game aren't going to see this or use this. If you want to get an even better spot, usually I will chill here. If you want to watch them walk through, it's more of like a thread the needle kind of shot. Most people will kind of back up and watch here, because you can kind of watch them come through the corner, but you can also see them come through the water. For some reason, because people don't use the water, I am usually pretty content with this. You can usually sit here, hide behind the wall, just pick people off as they come through, and then you're not so far up that you're getting the spawn swapped, but you're not too far back to where you're just kind of just chilling back in the back and you're not seeing any action. So this is a very big power spot for you guys. As well as you can also hold it from here. If you want to get more up in their face, you can kind of just bob your head up and just chill here. And as you can see, you're in a very, very big spot. You can swim back and forth, so it's like having stock without having stock, and it's a very, very big spot. So we're going to go ahead and run back through here. This is the back part of the map again. We're at our final spot. You have a couple head glitch spots here. You can kind of get a corner here, but not too many people are going to be doing that kind of fighting. You're not really going to get too much fights back here. Just like this, you're not going to get too much fights. Some people like to use these, but again, you're not really going to use as many. You're not going to get in as many gunfights on this spot. It's mainly going to be in the middle. So we're going to go ahead and head towards the middle. Now, of course, everyone's going to be using this window. That's a given. I tend to use this more than the window. You can kind of keep that spot right there, power it off. That's a pretty big spot to take over, because if you can get to this point, you kind of have that whole side of the map looked over. This side's kind of open, so you're just kind of coming out here and hoping for the best. This side has a head glitch spot that you can kind of watch that door, but you're blocked to everyone else, so as soon as they come around that corner, you're blocked. And unless you're kind of holding off from here, it's just kind of out in the open. The only thing that you can really do is wall run to throw people off. So you can kind of hop up here, run around this, hop up here, run around this, keep running, keep running, keep running, then eventually you get cut off by the whale. So, I mean, wall running in this room is definitely going to be a big thing. If you want to come in here, you think people are going to be running through here, you can kind of hop up on the wall, catch people off guard, hop on the next wall, just kind of look around and kill people, hop some more, and you're having a good time. And that's pretty much this map. Honestly, if I had to rate this map, I would probably give it I would say a 4 or a 5 out of 10. I like it because of the waterways. It's very clever with the way that it is. The map design itself I don't really like. There's a lot of place for corners and campers and stuff, which is very, very big in this game, it seems. I mean, there are a couple good pathways here, but as you can see, like, anybody could just be chilling behind this and waiting, or chilling behind this and waiting. This middle room is very, very enclosed. Like, when they said aquarium, I definitely thought there was going to be, like, a shark tank in here or something, or, which would have been cool if they would have had, like, a shark that you could swim around with and try to avoid, but still use. And, I mean, there's some buildings that aren't ever going to be used. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a gunfight in this building. I rarely see gunfights in this little side building, because most people, that takes too long. Most people take that route instead. Like, most people will use this, but a lot of people use the waterway. And there's some buildings in the back, so, I mean, the map itself is pretty decent. The dom spots are pretty good, but most of them, like this one's pretty far out in the open. You can capture it from here. So you can capture, there's a couple spots where you can capture while you're aiming. Like, this is a spot you can aim down sight and capture. So, A and C both have that kind of spot. B-dom's just kind of in the middle, so, I mean, you're covered, but you're not covered because you're open to there. You're open everywhere else. I mean, you can capture it, like, here, I guess, or here, but then you're open from behind. Like, there's nowhere that you can cap it from outside. Yeah, to really give you an edge, so, with that being said, that's going to be the end of this map. I know this wasn't really the best map to start on. We're kind of going alphabetical here. But, honestly, map 5 out of 10. Not one of my favorites, but it's definitely not one of my least favorites. So, it's a decent map, to say the least. It's definitely decent looking. Like, I mean, it is kind of garbagey, just the way it kind of... It's not like it's an old resort that was torn down. But at the same time, it's got some good playability. I mean, especially, I mean, I think I spend 90% of my game time over here. Just because of this area right here. I just like the way it looks, and you can run around and do whatever on it. It's really fun to play. You can swim around, you can do whatever. There's a waterfall that you can swim under and pop up and kill people on. So, I think I spend most of my time on this side of the map. But let me know what you guys think. Is there anything that I missed that you guys want me to touch on? Any kind of strategies that you guys want to know for this map? Leave that in the comments below. If you liked this video, please click the like button. It'll really show your support. As well as if you want to see more of these videos and get notified whenever I create a video, hit that subscribe button. I don't know what the next map is called that I'm going to be doing, but it's going to be another one that's probably going to start with a B. And hopefully the next one we get some more information on it. And, hold on. Did I just find a line of sight? I think I did. That's pretty cool. That might be useful if this place was ever used. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. As always, I'm Master RKO, and hopefully you guys enjoy the view as I see you all next time. Adios.